I would like to see him end up at 10 too. I think that is his best path in terms of getting with a real strength and conditioning program, getting some food in him, getting with this incredible program that you guys have, and letting him, have a couple years to grow and as a pitcher, as a person, all these things. And then, like you said, that could be millions of dollars. That could be a top five pick. I could totally see that as well. I'd like to see him there. What do you think the
I
odds
like
are
that
that
we're
he
on
ends
the
up there?
same side. I like that we're on the
Yeah, for sure,
same.
man.
I think if he
It's
sees
Team
this,
Tony.
you just appreciate it. You just boosted the odds, but it's a draft day's wild. And
Yeah,
nowadays, in the day and age of the way finances work in college, and we're now at full
yeah,
scholarships, it's crazy.
yeah,
So I don't know how it'll work out for him or even some of our other guys. And I think a big thing for these kids to realize is part of it is out of their control. What are their teams looking for and what spots do they want to fill? And I think it's important for kids too not to get too emotional on draft day. Maybe have a plan. I wasn't good enough to get drafted, but I've seen kids that have a kind of a more of a specific plan going into it so
yeah,
emotions don't kind of fool around too much with it all. But I
for
think
sure.
there's strong odds that he'd be here. I think when kids go to college, they stay in the natural sequence of life. Now, that's not a pro college over pro ball speech. It's just that's a fact. And
Absolutely.
some kids, hey, you grew up in Matt Holliday's house. Sometimes you get so far along your life sequence, even in high school,
You're
you're
ready to
ready
go.
for that deal.
Yeah,
So,
right.
it's different for each kid, but I think on average, most kids are better off, being around kids that are like them. The dating pool is, it makes more sense, and have
Absolutely.
fun too. I know Mookie Betts signed with Tennessee a long time ago, and I know he had a great time at the football game on his official visit. And,
Mhm.
guys like that probably wish they could go back in time and go to 3 or 4 years worth of football
Right.
games or basketball games or a
Yeah.
Halloween party and things like that. Obviously, Mookie's just doing fine,
Yeah,
but
he did
just
okay.
as kind of an example.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did okay.
more than fine.